Bernie Sanders went Insky last night on his grassroots fundraising, and you love to see it.
I am rather proud, maybe, I don't know, the only candidate up here doesn't have any billionaire contributions. But you know what I do have? We have received more contributions from more individuals than any candidate in the history of the United States of America at this point in an election, averaging $18 apiece. Now, there's a real competition going on up here. My good friend Joe, and he is a good friend, he's received contributions from 44 billionaires. Pete, on the other hand, is trailing. Pete, you only got 39 billionaires contributing. So, Pete, we look forward to you. I know you're an energetic guy and a competitive guy to see if you can take on Joe on that issue. But what is not a laughing matter, my friends, this is why 3 people own more wealth than the bottom half. This is why Amazon and other major corporations pay 0 in federal taxes. We need to get money out of politics. We should run our campaigns on that basis.
God, I love that. Oh, my God. That's so good. That's so good. Inject that straight into my veins, dog. Inject it straight into my veins. Listen, Bernie Sanders, there was even a story that came out about a month ago. I feel like every time I mention that, the story came out a month ago. But anyway, no, seriously, it was about a month ago. Maybe 2 at most. There was a billionaire who donated to him, I want to say $400, or it may have been $475. I don't remember the exact number, but that's roughly the ballpark, okay? Bernie and his campaign, they returned the donation to the billionaire and said, I apologize, I can't take this. Now, if there's a billionaire who's actually donating to Bernie Sanders, let's keep it real. It's very likely that that billionaire is like the one out of 100 billionaires who's like, no, seriously, I want you to take like most of my money and I want to do Medicare for all and free college and a living wage and I want to end the wars and I want a Green New Deal. Like, it is one of the billionaires who's like low-key is like, I shouldn't even be a billionaire, bro. This is ridiculous. So it's likely, and I don't know the person's name, or else I'd mention it and I'd give him credit and all that stuff. But anyway, I digress. Point is, he returned the money, even though it was like just $400 or $400 and whatever dollars. And he did it specifically so that he would be able to make this point on stage, where he says, listen, it's a matter of principle for me. So basically, guys, the idea is I'm going to go above and beyond, not only to not be corrupt, but also to get rid of even the possibility of the optics of being corrupt. Man, is that special. Nobody else on stage. Did you know Elizabeth Warren, I forget the exact number, but she has a handful of billionaire donors too. Now, in her case, I don't know, maybe it's a similar situation to like the Bernie situation, where it's like, you know, they're relatively decent people as billionaires, and they're like, no, seriously, tax me a lot more and all that stuff, because she supports a wealth tax, so, you know, they have to support that at least to some extent if they're donating to her. But still, she didn't have the foresight to say, no, I'm going to return all billionaire donations because I'm drawing a red line. No billionaire donations. That's just so badass, man. It really is. It really is. This dude went above and beyond to be like, no, I am like the purist in terms of fundraising. He's made a point of, over the years, he takes no corporate PAC money. He's taken PAC money, but it was only like union PACs. And I think he's done that because he simply ideologically lines up with the unions. Now, you could still make a case of like, well, any PAC money's bad money. I hear you on that. That's a fair point. That's certainly debatable. I would say union PACs are obviously a lot better than corporate PACs because the interests of the unions and the policies they prefer might just align with Bernie more. But he's taken no corporate PAC money, and now he's made a point of no billionaire money, and obviously he never does big money bundling dinners. So the dude is totally funded through small dollar donors. Totally funded through small dollar donors. And by the way, guys, I am very proud to be a monthly recurring donor to Bernie Sanders. And I hope you are too. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I hope you are too. Because this is a once-in-a-generation opportunity. Because what he's doing is repping that old school FDR social democratic ideology, and FDR was so damn popular, he won 4 times and died in office and made the Republicans go, you know, we kind of need something like term limits because I don't think we could beat the Democrats if they all run like this. If they all agree with this philosophy, we'll never win an election again. That's what was going on in their minds. That's what they thought. Oh, we got to do term limits. What are we going to do? And so Bernie Sanders represents that. So not only is it good politics, where you're going to win all the time, it's also good policy because he's just calling for the basics, man. And I love that. See, this is the kind of stuff, in terms of the strategy here, it's brilliant because I've said for a long time now, Bernie needs to get more aggressive. And I'm a big fan of bringing up specifics like this. So when he says 44 billionaires for Biden, everybody's like, ooh, 44? Like, it clicks. It makes it real to people. Oh, Pete, 39? Really? 39 billionaires? The other thing I would do is, and I hope they're watching, but the other thing I would do is give the specific dollar amounts. So, you know, a fact that I learned the other day from a story we covered is Mayor Pete has taken $97,000 from Big Pharma and the for-profit health insurance industry and various like executives, vice presidents, so on and so forth from those companies. If I was Bernie, that would be something I'd drop in the middle of a debate with Mayor Pete on healthcare. Pete, I know why you have the position you have. It's at least in part because you took $97,000 from the industry. So you're representing them. You know who I'm representing? The people. I'm only funded by the people. You're funded by the industry to the tune of $97,000. No wonder you're not in favor of Medicare for all anymore. No wonder you flipped and now you're in favor of Medicare for all who want it. Because you watered down the bill so they get to keep making their corporate profits. Dude, this is good. This is good. This is good. I mean, this is good. What do you want me to tell you, bro? This is good. Keep bringing up those specifics. Keep bringing up the dollar amount. Point at all the candidates. And you took this much from this industry. You took this much from this industry. I didn't. That's how you become the last one standing. And honestly, it reminds me of when Donald Trump was on stage with the other Republicans. And he's like, I bought you, and I bought you. Because they had no response. Because they didn't think that Trump would violate that gentleman's agreement in politics of like, we're all part of the club, so everybody, you don't hit below the belt. He's like, oh, I'm going way below the belt, bro. What are you talking about? That's how I win, is I'm going to go below the belt. And I'm going to tell everybody the way this really works. I'm going to tell everybody the way the sausage is really made. It worked. This can work too. And I love to see it.